Wu Liping was just a teenager when her little brother, Wu Yulong, was sold to traffickers.
It was April 1996. Suddenly, one day, my brother disappeared.
Yulong is the 9th child of the Wu family, who live in a village in southern China, where authorities demand annual payments from families who exceed the one-child policy. Yulong's family could not afford another child, and so allowed him to be adopted by neighbors, who at the time had one daughter.
When my brother was a year old, the family had another child, and it was a son. That was when the foster father started to consider selling Yulong. He had a few friends who were in the business of human trafficking. They earned a lot of money doing it.
Liping says that people in her town all know who the traffickers are, but local authorities often turn a blind eye.
For example, after my brother was lost, my father went to report it to the police. They said they would contact us if they had news, but they did not even give us a receipt, and there was no investigation done whatsoever.
Trafficked children can be sold for a few $1,000s in China, and demand for babies, especially boys, is always high. Police records paint a grim picture, with trafficking rings selling children to the highest bidder. Sometimes an orphanage, sometimes a gang of city peddlers, sometimes a childless rural family.
Those who do not have a son do not dare to lift their heads in public because people in the village look down on them. If they do not have one of their own, then they go and buy one and bring him back. Human traffickers take advantage of this.
Last month, an exhibition by artist Li Yueling brought the issue of missing children to Beijing. Many families who lost children to trafficking gathered for the exhibition. Among them is Wu Xinghu, a father from Shanxi province. 4 years ago, traffickers dragged Wu and his wife in their home and kidnapped their newborn son, Jia Chang. Recently, Wu and 22 other parents tried to petition senior officials to force local police to investigate human trafficking cases. Their T-shirts, each displaying pictures of the child they lost, quickly drew attention when they tried to take a bus.
They might have figured that we were petitioning. Our clothes were too sensitive. So the driver just stopped the bus and said that it had broken and we needed to change to another one. Just after we got off, the bus started again and left.
They were then detained by police, who let them go after they agreed to drop their petition. Wu still plans to petition senior leaders, whom he says remain his last hope for finding his son. VOA News, Beijing.